Poland is, by its very nature, made to be conquered by others, subjugated and partitioned amongst stronger powers. I mean, they have a weak and subservient population, and their lands are ripe for the picking. Very fertile, very open. And it's that very nature that makes Poland probably one of my favourite nations to play in the game. As such, in 1.25, their missions have been reappropriated into the new mission tree. As ever, they have the 15 generic missions available for all, and a couple of the European missions, but they also have their own Polish tree, as you can see by the emblem they have at the top here. It starts off with the alliance with Lithuania. Simple enough, they simply have to ally Lithuania, who is almost always going to say yes, that historical friendship right there. But let's assume, for example, Lithuania is a player. They can get through this by fire and sword by actually subjugating the Lithuanians. Nonetheless, it's going to give them claims up in the Teutonic lands, which is going to help them work their way down the tree. They have to reclaim Prussia, for example, taking over these highlighted areas. Following that, they have to reincorporate Mazovia. Now that's going to give them even further claims, and then we make our way down to the integrate Lithuania. It's quite a lot of land to take in. Fortunately, the Poles are blessed with the ability to incorporate them and form the PLC, so they could take it the easy path or they could take it the much harder path. Next up, they have to defeat the Knights well and truly, take over all that delicious Prussian land, which is going to give them the Teutons pacified for extra discipline for 15 years. Letting them punch well above their weight. They also have the mission to take over their culture group a bit more by conquering Silesia, and that's going to give them some extra manpower recovery speed if they pull that off. Of course, integrating Lithuania there will give them the claims that they need to take on this land and chew their way into the HRE. So these new missions are actually laid out. Poles don't have to rely on luck to get their missions to take over Prussian lands, for example, so they can manifest their own destiny.